Hey there, we are Jules and Katie. I'm an EFTi trainer and advanced EFTi practitioner from Coffs Harbour, Australia, and this is my lovely work wife,
Katie Walker, and I am similar to Jules, an EFT trainer and certified accredited EFT practitioner, and I'm in Perth, and we both work online as well.
Yeah, that's all we do, really. That's all I do.
We do.
And so we are here representing EFTi International, the organisation that we belong to, and we are on the communications team. And EFTi International this month is running a Sober October challenge and just looking to support people who are wanting to change their relationship with alcohol by perhaps going a whole month without drinking, which is a big thing, isn't it, Katie?
Huge. It's huge, and it's a great cause. So we hope that with these videos that people are getting the opportunity to use the modality that we use day in, day out with our clients, which we know is really effective.
Yeah. And so one of the things that we were thinking, just to start off with, what we're going to focus on today is that we notice that, you work with a person and you get them through the month of not drinking, for example, and then they go like, oh, I feel so much better, my sleep's better, I've lost a bit of weight, I've got more energy, like my thoughts are less negative, I'm feeling really good about myself. But then they're in this kind of dilemma because I know if I keep going not drinking, these benefits will continue, but it's going to be hard. Yeah. And so then we're often dealing with people who are like, I can't imagine being a non-drinker. I don't want to commit to that. But I'm afraid that if I start drinking again in any way, I'll just go back to my old habits. And we do see it does happen sometimes, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just from my own experience, I know when I've gone periods, and I've done that over the last number of years, where I go a month and then the best intentions of just, maybe just having a few drinks on the weekend, but it is a slippery slope, and that happens for a myriad of reasons. So, being able to have a choice as opposed to just kind of aimlessly going into that drinking. It is all about choice. And we want to be able to provide this example of, in those times when you perhaps are out and you're choosing not to drink, but there is a fear there of perhaps wanting to drink.
Yeah.
How do we handle that? So right. Did you want to add to that, my love?
Oh, well, I just was going to say that we could show just the little, what we call tap and rant. Is a really useful. So if you're new to EFT and you feel like this is all a bit like, oh, I don't remember what to say. Yeah. When we just recommend that you just start tapping anywhere. Like basically I just say to my clients, if you're feeling a bit like, I've done this when I was first stopped drinking, sitting out in the car before I go into the restaurant going, feeling anxious. What if I want to drink when I get in there? Feeling anxious. So it's just a matter of tapping on the points and just saying how you're feeling.
Yeah. Have a little conversation with yourself.
Yeah, like you're talking to your best friend, ranting.
Exactly.
Everyone's going to be drinking except me, feeling anxious. What if I want to have a drink?
Yeah. Yep. That's a great one. And I think sometimes when people are first starting to use EFT, as you said, sometimes that can be, what do I actually say? And we want people to be using this as best they can in the early stages before they really understand how it kind of works. So tap and rant is a beauty. It's a beauty.
And then this is another good one. We call this the sore spot. So you can be sitting at the restaurant or wherever you are and just giving this spot a little massage.
People might think you're playing with your little boobies, but that's okay.
I don't know about you, but it's nowhere near my breast.
No, true that. I know.
And this one, so the side of hand is that's a really good point. And you can be doing that under the table.
Yes.
And nobody knows
that one.
What you're
love
doing.
that one.
And then this one, where you're just squeezing the little tips of the fingers, just either side of the nail bed. So a lot of people just do that to just keep themselves feeling a bit calm.
That's right.
So if they're at a restaurant and they're thinking, oh, I think I might want to drink, just do one of these things and just see if it doesn't we're just looking to take the edge off, aren't we,
Regulate.
there?
Exactly. Just to bring that little nervous system down. And you know, it is, as you said, under the table. No one's going to know. And we can all do a little bit of fidgeting at times. So even if you're doing that, no one's going to go, oh, what are you doing with your fingers there?
No.
So it's a goodie. It's a goodie. So today, Jules, you're the client. I'm practitioner. And we are just going to say to anyone that is tapping along to take full responsibility for themselves, to use the words we're using as if they choose to tap along. And in this situation, we are going to be working with Jules on an upcoming event where there might be that, I think, what if I want to drink? What if I feel like I need a drink? Is that right, Jules? So, okay. So I'm just going to start by saying, so Jules, I just want to, thank you. And I just want you to think about the future event that's coming up.
Yeah.
Just tell me.
So it's a girls' night thing. So it's going to be a whole group of friends I have not seen for a long time, or like haven't all been in the one place because of COVID, etc. So, and it's going to be like a fun thing where everyone's going to meet together first, and I can guarantee almost everybody will be having champagne.
So you're meeting before you go out?
Yeah. And I used to love champagne, and I reckon I probably still would enjoy champagne, to be honest, even though it's been 17 months or whatever since I've drunk. I can still, in that setting, feel like, because there's never anything good to drink, like as a non-drinker, unless you're going to pay $12 for a mocktail that's basically orange juice.
Yes.
With a bit of ice or something, you know, like. So anyway, so it's that kind of fear that I might want to, and like as you said, it's always a choice. The choice is always there. Like I like to tell myself, not that you can't, you mustn't, but like, of course you can. Anytime you want to have a drink, you can.
Absolutely. And I might want to have a drink. How true does that feel for you? If you were to give me a percentage, 0 to 100%, I might want to have a drink.
Right now, thinking about, I wouldn't actually, like I don't feel like I'm going to. But in the moment, it could be a 60%. Yeah.
In that moment. Okay, fantastic. And when you think about, we're all going to be meeting beforehand and having champagne, what are you making that to mean about you not having champagne?
Well, what my mind's going is sometimes I get a bit nervous. And I just remember when champagne or any alcohol, it just knocks the edge off. That a bit of that kind of like, I don't want to say anxiety, but it's like just that kind of like nerves. So the urge might be about like, well, yes, everyone else is doing it, but also it'll just help me to kind of drop in with everyone else quickly. It's like a fast forward to getting into the groove of socialising. Whereas if you don't drink, that you just have to.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
And so just as a side note, as a little tip for others, in case we don't cover it at the end, what would be so great for you leading up to that event is actually doing that continued tapping to just continually take that urge or edge off thinking about it. Just to kind of prepare ourselves for those moments. So, all right. So and when is this event?
It's in November.
So November. So thinking about going, is it at someone's house or you're actually meeting out at a place before you go to your restaurant?
Yeah. Look, I don't want to say too much, but I will just say the thing in November.
The thing in November. Perfect. Yeah. And so thinking about the thing in November, is there one particular person that you're thinking about that you normally have had champagne with, or is it the collective group? Okay.
Yeah, it's the whole group thing, but it's like my mind is thinking it would be easier if you did.
How true does that feel?
Well, it would be. It would be easier if I drank. 80%.
So it feels true.
80%.
Yeah,
it would be.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Alcohol does take the edge off. That's why everyone drinks it.
All right. So just as another way of testing our work at the end, we'll just see whether we can shift that. It's easier if you do drink. So thinking about that thing in November, the whole group's there. They're going to be drinking champagne. I'm choosing not to. I'm just saying, are they the right words that I would be using for you right now? Yep. What is the emotion in the here and now that is coming up for you thinking about that?
Well, I just feel a bit worried that I'm going to be uncomfortable. And so I feel like if I had a drink, that would help.
Okay.
Champagne
Worried
would
0.
help.
Yep. Worried 0 to 10.
At the moment, probably a 6.
Okay.
Because I kind of know I can do it. Done it lots of times, but yeah.
Exactly. You've done 17
I'm really
months,
focusing on it. Yeah.
But the truth of the
Not a lot of
matter
socializing in that time, though, to be honest. Has there been? Like, oh, well, yeah, not here.
And the truth is, this will come up. At times, no matter how long you've gone, it could come up. It's a real thing. Okay, so it's worried 6 out of 10, and are you noticing that anywhere in your body?
It's in my stomach.
Okay. All right, Jules. So if I say anything that doesn't land, or you want to say it in a different way, you jump in and let me know. All righty. So even though I feel worried,
feeling
it in my stomach, just thinking about that thing in November. The whole group will be having champagne. And I might feel uncomfortable. And the champers would help with that.
And champagne would certainly help with that.
But I can still deeply and completely accept myself. Does that all land with you?
Yeah, perfect.
Good. And
bang on, Katie Walker.
Even though I feel worried.
Feeling
it in my stomach. Just thinking about that thing in November with the whole group of friends. I'm thinking that I might feel uncomfortable.
with that.
And a champers would help take the edge off.
Champagne will help take the edge off, and everyone else will be having it.
Yeah, and I just feel worried.
I
feel worried because of feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm worried I might feel uncomfortable, and so then I might want to drink. Yeah,
correct. Might want to do that, and that's the whole point. And I can still deeply and completely accept myself. Good. And even though I feel worried in my stomach. Just thinking about that thing in November with all of my friends. They'll all be drinking champagne. And I might feel uncomfortable. And want to drink. Yeah, but I can still deeply and completely accept myself. Good. Top of the head, feeling worried. Worried in my stomach. Feeling worried. Worried in my stomach. Feeling worried. Feeling worried that I might want to drink.
Warm.
Let me know that 6 out of 10 worry. What have you noticed? Up, down, stay the same.
No, my mind's saying, like, of course you're not going to drink, you fool. Like, it's not. It's more.
It's a bit harsh.
The worry is about being uncomfortable.
Oh, okay, good.
But I'm not worried that I'm going to want to drink. Because I know I can get through uncomfortable things without drinking.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to have that quick little, like, you can tap. If you tap beforehand, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is there, when you think about the thing in November and the whole group, the worry about being uncomfortable, are you clocking someone in your mind's eye who you would want to feel less uncomfortable around, or is it just, again, the whole group?
It is in this circumstance. Well, there could be one, but it could be the group. Like, it could go either way. It's just, okay. I think it's just that I haven't been in that group setting for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. A few little issues.
So worry 0 to 10.
It's probably like a 3, just worried that what if I'm uncomfortable?
Okay.
And it's still in the stomach. But I'm kind of like pretty solid about like, you're not going to be
You know you
drinking.
Mm-hmm. Good. So let's just do one more round.
Okay.
So even though I still feel worried,
Even though I still feel worried,
feeling in my stomach,
feeling it in my stomach,
just thinking about that thing in November.
just thinking about that thing in November.
We haven't been in that group setting in a long time.
No, I haven't been in that group setting in a long time.
And I just feel this worry about being uncomfortable.
And just feel this worry about being uncomfortable.
But I can still deeply and completely accept myself.
And I can still deeply and completely accept myself.
And even though I'm still feeling worried in my stomach,
even though I'm still feeling worried in my stomach,
thinking about that thing in November,
thinking about that thing in November.
I haven't been in that group setting in a long time.
Haven't been in that group setting in a long time.
And I'm just worried that I'm going to feel uncomfortable.
I'm just worried that I'm going to feel uncomfortable. And there is that kind of thing, like, you know, like you said last time, like everyone will be drinking and looking at me not drinking. Just adds to the slightly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can still deeply and completely accept myself.
But I can still deeply and completely accept myself.
And even though I still feel this worried feeling in my stomach.
Even though I still feel this worried feeling in my stomach.
Just thinking about that thing in November.
Just thinking about that thing in November.
The whole group will be there.
The whole group will be there.
And I haven't been in this setting with them for a long time.
No, I haven't been in that setting with them for a long time.
And I just feel this worry about being uncomfortable.
And I just feel this worry about being uncomfortable.
But I can still deeply and completely accept myself.
But I can still deeply and completely accept myself.
Gosh, this worried feeling in my stomach.
This worried feeling in my stomach.
Feeling worried.
Feeling worried.
Feeling worried.
Feeling worried.
Worried in my stomach.
Feeling worried in my stomach.
Feeling worried.
Feeling worried.
Feeling worried.
Feeling worried.
Feeling worried in my stomach.
Feeling worried in my stomach.
Feeling worried.
Feeling worried.
Just thinking about being in the group. Haven't been in that setting for a while.
No, well, I'm thinking, well, this will help.
Great.
This will help with the fear of being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And my mind is sort of saying, and, you know, if it comes up again beforehand, you can tap, like I will often tap about
Do some pre stuff.
Yeah, if I feel the need. Yeah, so I feel confident, like I feel like it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll
So
be fine. And if it's not, you can just go. That's the nice thing about not drinking. You can always just nick off and drive yourself home.
Exactly.
I love it. Love that freedom.
Worried 0 to 10.
No, I'm not worried because I have the tools. I've got the superpower.
Yes. And let me just ask you that belief of it's easier to drink. It's easier if you just drink. How strong does that feel?
No, it's not easy. Because it's only easy in the moment. It's not easy the next day. And it's,
so that was
and I don't want to go back to that. Yeah, no, it's not easier. Well, it's very temporary ease, and then it just creates a whole lot of problems.
Yeah. So
like me, I don't want to go back to drinking.
No. And so that sounds like that may have shifted from 80%. What would that? It's easier if you just drink.
Well, I feel like that's true for other people, but it's not.
For you?
I mean, you can't argue with that. It's easy because it takes the edge off, but I just choose to not. I just don't want to be, I don't want to rely on substances to cope with stuff, basically.
Exactly.
Because I've got a superpower.
Absolutely. And so let's just reiterate the importance of what you just said. If by chance leading up to November, there's another, because you mentioned it kind of went to fear then rather than worried. So you might want to just explore the fear of it and just doing that pre-work before going out, because sometimes when we're in it,
yeah, you can get overwhelmed.
And we're not able to
Yeah.
go, oh, I might just do some tapping. That then takes us into that place of, oh, I'm now just going to drink because it's easier, rather than having that cognitive ability to go, no, hang on a minute. So really important just to continue doing the tapping around those concerns, because it is real. They come up. You know,
but, you know, I think of all the events I've survived in this time, and in the 2.5 years I didn't drink before, that's like, this is nothing. This is like little league.
And it's how gorgeous, because you're seeing all
because
your
you do
friends
become resilient, don't you?
You do.
You do become more kind of like, I don't need that.
Yeah, and just the connections. Like I find now, socializing, the actual connection seems greater, and conversations can be remembered the following day.
That's right. And you're present.
Totally.
Like everyone else isn't after a little while. But I do like that just being more present. I like the quality of conversations you have is different.
Exactly.
And actually it still can be heaps of fun, even.
Oh my gosh,
you're not
absolutely. You can still have a lot of fun and laugh, and gosh, you know,
and go home when you want to and wake up feeling good.
Exactly. So we hope that has been useful. Just, you know, bring awareness to the thoughts, the feelings, you know, being able to really identify what's going on in those moments. If it's something that's coming up, you know, that fear of missing out, or worried about not drinking, or worried about drinking, anything that comes up, it's tappable. So we hope this has been useful, and good luck with your Sober October, and maybe continued journey without alcohol.
Yeah. Thanks, Katie.
Ciao for now. Thank you.
Bye.